Good morning. Looks like someone was sleeping in my lap. Fancy that. It was you. Interesting. What you gonna do about it? Want to take a selfie with me? Come on. You know as well as I do. We got the hots for each other. Otherwise, it wouldn't be like fate. But it is. Maybe it's an extra good morning. I like those. Usagi-chan. Well, if it's all the same to you, I might just take a nap on your lap next. What's the matter? Don't get flustered now. If you did, I'd have to show you why. That's just not fair. If you can take a nap on my lap. Oh, how you got there? Don't remember, huh? I don't blame you. You got a real nasty curse inside that body of yours. One that might be worse than the 20-fingered Curse King. I don't know if it's worse or not, but I'd like to inspect and take a better look and... Oh, looks like you got an arm on you. Can't believe I let you hit me. Well, I guess it's habit. I do have a soft spot in my heart for... How do I put this respectfully? Someone as cute as you? Yes. Yeah. What can I say? There's no way to respectfully simp for someone like you. Not even slightly. I gotta simp for you like there's no tomorrow. In fact, I gotta say it to the heavens, baby. The name of your muse of this moment is Satoru Gojo. Do be sure to say it a bunch of times. No. So you're one of those types, huh? I can't tell. What is it you want from my time? Well, if you think you deserve it, you're welcome to try, baby. You're welcome to waste my time. And I'm welcome to waste yours, right? Give and take. I like this. It's different. New and different. Oh, the blindfold. Don't worry, it's to protect you. From my gorgeous looks, anyone who looks into my eyes, they'll never be able to stop. I'm afraid that's just how it is. Not even the best exorcist could get you out of that. I'm afraid it's permanent. Yes, a tragic fate. Having to go about my life just like this. Well, it's difficult, but you get used to it. Oh, Usagi-chan. Don't tell me you saw right through my teasing. You caught me red-handed. But hey, what I told you is just a half-truth. If I took it off, there's no telling what could happen to you. Ah, you're going to wound my trust. You don't trust me at all? I mean, come on, I let you sleep on my lap. That's gotta count for something. If I wanted to do something illicit, which of course I don't, Usagi-chan. If I wanted to do something bad like that, I would have had ample opportunity because you were out for, roughly 7.5 hours. My real question is, did you dream of me? And I even went through all the trouble to say, good morning. I tried to make it the best morning it could be for you. And I did protect you from the evil spirits that are all around us right now. Don't mind them. I mean, if they wanted to die, they'd get closer. If they try anything, I'll kill them. Right now, we don't have much of a choice but to sit here and get to know each other. And I'd like to get to know you a lot. The more I see about you, the more I'm intrigued, the more I'm interested. So, what brings you to this part of the world? Other than being knocked unconscious and possessed by a big evil curse. Anything else interesting your weekend? Oh, you didn't actually think I'd just leave you there, did you? No way in hell. I couldn't live with myself if I didn't do what was right in that moment. I'm not gonna say I'm some big hero type. Not gonna say it, but if you choose to believe it, then there's no problem with it, right? Well, the way I see it, you have two choices. Either you trust me and you stay in my arms, or you don't trust me and you don't take my word for it and you walk out into all those curses. Probably won't end very well. I'm just saying it won't be such a good morning anymore. And I want to make it a real good one. Maybe even make it better than good. Oh, trust me, I've thought of everything. Well, maybe not how to get out of here quite yet. But that's an excuse for me to get to know you. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of my colleagues on their way once I don't show up for dinner. Believe it or not, I'm kind of a big shot around certain circles, and not to show off, but these muscles aren't for show. Just saying, in case you were wondering. Probably not the smoothest time, but I'm trying. I mean, I gotta try. I'm single, I'm hot, and I've got more personality than either of us could handle. It's gotta go somewhere, right? So, what about you? Hate me yet? You're kinder than I thought. Maybe you do got some potential there. The fact that the curse hasn't taken over already. You're pretty strong. And if I'm being honest, it's kind of shocking you're taking on someone that big of a deal. I mean, almost as big of a deal, maybe even bigger than Mr. Tsundere over there with Yuji, but don't worry about him. Sukuna, I mean. You probably don't know him if you're not in the curse circle, but welcome to the curse circle. You're probably going to have to deal with this for quite some time. Just saying they might want you executed, yada yada yada. Maybe, just maybe, I can save you though. Keep you as my little secret. No, I'm not one to break the rules usually, but for you, I'd consider it. Only because the circumstances, the elders, they already made a decision I don't agree with. And it's so dangerous for me to just leave you be. You should stay at my place. At least if you're comfortable doing that. If you can trust me, then I think it's exactly what you should do. If you want it to be safe. The situation. Sure, I'm risking my own life here. There's a possibility whatever's inside you kills me. Even if it's a slim one. I'm the best this world's got. And if they can beat me, they can beat anyone. Just saying. While it may not seem like everything, I've managed to adapt that our world isn't quite as easy as I first thought it was. There's a lot of things that just don't make sense. Like curses who are just like people. I've gradually come to understand the shrewd way of damning all curses and hailing all humans as good. It's too shallow. I mean, come on. What's gonna happen if we all end up like that? If we end up doing that, some innocent curses and some bad people are gonna get a free range of this planet. And I don't really feel like that. So, you're my first exception. Congratulations. So I'll say it again, just in case you didn't hear me. Good morning. and welcome to the land of the living. There's a lot of things for you to learn, but don't try and learn them all at once. I mean, come on. Would I be a gentleman if I made you do that? Instead, why don't we just waste our time here for now? Well, they can help us get out, but we'll keep you being possessed by that primordial evil between you and me, because I think most wouldn't sense it. Only me and about 2 other people could probably understand what it is, or even sense that it's there at all. But don't show anyone your back, except me. All right, enough of me trying to get on your good side. Instead, we're going to try things differently from here on out. First of all, I need you to be on your best behavior because we'll be going to my domain. There's a good reason for this, as I think we might be able to get out of this situation of wasting away, waiting on someone else to notice us. After all, it might just be a while, and you seem like you want your freedom. And I totally respect that. In fact, I'd say I'm a man who loves his freedom too. I guess all I'm saying is I wouldn't mind being a little less free, if it means getting some of your time. No, really. How am I doing? I do want to do my best in terms of making a good first impression on you, as I wouldn't want to make my potentially most important and closest interaction I've ever had not count. I've never had someone sit on my lap or sleep on it in this case. It's a bonding experience. I've not met someone who would be that comfortable around me and then slap me afterwards. It's that contrast that makes it so beautiful. So intricate. I just want to tease you until you slap me again, but at the same time, I wonder if that makes me some kind of deviant. I wouldn't want to be a deviant, of course. That's not what I'm going for. Not in the slightest, but I do want to get to know you. And more importantly, if nothing else, I want to protect you. I mean, can you blame me for all this? You are the first person to give me a lot of different feelings that I didn't know I could feel. And this is coming from someone who's always thought of himself as single but wanting to mingle. It's just, when I look at you, it's different. I get a different feeling than that throwaway love. It feels like we might have an actual connection, or at least the potential to have one, and I don't want to ruin it, so, if you don't mind me asking, how am I doing so far? Okay, a solid 5 out of 10. I can take criticism. Not in the slightest. I'm excited. That's halfway to my goal. If you think that could deter me, no way now. Because, Usagi-chan, I'm not gonna let you go. Oh, if you're wondering why I keep calling you that, it's 'cause you sprouted bunny ears. That curse is a doozy. Now, this is your captain speaking. If you would be so kind as to keep your arms and legs wrapped around me for just a moment, I can take us to my domain. Oh, calling me out for that, huh? You really think I'd trick you like that? I mean, what gave me away? Of course not. Oh, come now. You wouldn't take me for some kind of heathen taking advantage of your time. No, if I was doing that, I could have had a much easier time just, I don't know, being a ruffian, going about things in a roguish way, stealing your heart with my devilish eyes. There's a million different ways I could have charmed you. Of course, I'm not the type that likes the easy way. Now listen to me, and listen well. This isn't going to be easy for either of us, and you're going to have to do exactly what I say, got it? Well, at least mostly what I say. Wearing the mandatory bunny outfit is an extra frosting on the cake. Though something tells me that's not what you, were going to accuse me of. Forget I said that. If you do happen to choose to wear this, then I'll buy sushi and celebrate. But if you choose not to, you're going to hit me. Totally deserved that one, huh? Well, putting that aside for a minute, we have to have a pretty serious conversation. Before we go into my domain, understand you taking my hand is as much as getting me involved in an illegal activity. It could be something that takes us both out, but I want us both to live. And I want to really get to know you. Maybe that sounds strange coming from an almost complete stranger, but I feel there's a connection. Us, in my line of work, don't usually have that opportunity to make connections. Usually it's just breaking them off. But with you, it's different. I couldn't exactly tell you why it's different. It's just different. When you're as lonely as me, it's lonely at the top. That's all I'm gonna say on that. I don't want to ruin the mood between us, and I definitely don't want you being sad. Not on my behalf, and not on anyone else. Baby, no way. Or is it too presumptuous of me to call you baby? How about I just call you Usagi-san? It does suit you, you know. Hey, it's not my fault you ended up like this. I just found you this way. Now, the question is, are you really possessed by this cursed spirit? Or are you a cursed spirit that thinks you're a human? Either way, it's fascinating to me, and I can tell there's no maliciousness there, which is impossible. I don't know how else to put it. How would you be a cursed spirit, or possessed with one, without any malice? It just doesn't make sense. Anyways, instead of me rambling your ear off, I'd rather take you to a better place. So, close your eyes, and before you know it, hang in there. We'll be out of here and magically back at my place. Though, you'll have to trust me on this. Usagi-san, if you do happen to lose your mind, I will have to kill you. I won't be happy about it, but it's important you realize, whatever you are, you're special, and I'll do everything I can, every single thing I can, and I don't want to see that possibility come to light. I'd rather... No, let's not get into those things. It's not gonna happen. I won't let it. Now, hold on tight. I don't need to mention what happens if you let go, right? Oh no, of course not. Now, we're almost back in. Boo. Bitch, I'm a ghost. Sorry, couldn't resist. I had to do something at the end of it, or you would have kept your eyes closed. I think you'll quickly get a hang of things. Welcome to my place. Well, my place that nobody else knows of. I could go about this many other ways, but I figure it's best to be direct with you. Your life is in my hands. If I were to so much as sneeze funny, you probably would get killed by the elders. Now, not to get you worried or anything. That's not the point of this. I'm telling you I'm gonna protect you, the strongest, best man in the world. But I'll never play best man, if you know what I mean, 'cause I'm the only man. Ah, don't let me get you down. Just relax, get back, and watch a movie. Or you could chill with me, and we could get to know each other like I originally planned, but then abruptly decided to change my plan all at once. All of this, it's yours now. Though, Usagi-san, you're going to have to promise me, right now, you won't go out those doors without me. You try it, and things won't go so well. There's a reason for it. If you tried that, you'd no longer be under my particular spell, and someone might find you and exorcise you. It won't be nice, and you'll die. They'll be planning to kill you as soon as they hear about you. So, your choices are freedom within these walls, and with me when we're going together, or, well, risking it all. I won't make that decision for you. It's important we have the last say in our own lives, our own fates. There's something almost poetic about it, isn't there? How we're here in this moment. Now the question is, what you do with your time. Got a story? Wanna tell it? Well, I figure since we're going to be working together, we might as well get along. Otherwise, it's gonna be long days, and even longer nights. Trust me, as someone who has to get along with a lot of people I don't like, it's nice having someone who's at least easy on the eyes, even if that slap of yours went right through my infinity. Kind of impressive. Impressive and scary, but also really cute. But there is a more important thing to talk about than us getting to know each other. Well, it's that you need to understand how much danger you're in. We could go back and forth forever and ever, arguing about this or that, if you trust me or not. But understand every moment we waste is a moment someone could be onto you. Now, I don't want you to wake up one day to a knife at your throat. And if you want to avoid that, Usagi-chan, I suggest you trust that I'm trying to protect you. I don't want anyone hurt. And I'm sick of seeing my people invalidate the fact that there's good souls out there. Even curses. Maybe it's just me being far too progressive. But it's true. Whether you're a human or a curse doesn't define you. It's what you're born, not who you are. And between you and me, I don't think you're bad at all. Otherwise, I would have done away with you. There's no telling how many cursed spirits and fools that I've had to kill. I can't count it on both my hands. But all you need to know is if I thought you were bad, and I thought you were going to be bad, then I'd take you out. Plain and simple. So I'll ask you, just for formality's sake, do you trust me enough to do exactly what I said? Interesting. I didn't take you for one that would trust me after you considered me the first time to be some kind of weirdo. Trust me, I'm not. And maybe there will be a day in the future you get to see how and why I do what I do. I know this is just words from a former stranger, but I feel like we've made this connection as you slept on my lap. And as we escaped the hordes of demons, thanks to my new trick of infinite. Infinity. It's such a befitting name, isn't it? And it explains everything. Perfectly not. I don't like people to know me, to get under this blindfold. But I'd make an exception just for you. If only for the fact that you've managed to get through a few different layers of my defense. And why would I stop there? You know, I'm not used to this kind of thing. I've lived my entire life always being, well, exceptional, at least in part. The difference is, now that I'm finally able to see everything, I'm not sure if I should be proud or disgusted with what I've done already. Either way, what's done is done, right? There's no sense crying over spilled milk, or in this case, spilled blood. It's done, right? Look at me, getting all philosophical on you. Not that I meant to. It's just easy to. You're easy to talk to. Maybe even criminally easy to talk to. The fact that I'm able to could get me in a lot of trouble. At least in the sense that I have a lot I want to share. Just no one wants to hear it. I may make myself out to be sad, but trust me, I'm not. If anything, I've learned to embrace who I am. Learn to understand that there's just one Satoru Gojo. And, for better or worse, we're stuck with each other. Is there anything you want to say? Anything you remember of your past life? Strange. Now that might just be the curse's doing, unless you were a curse, born in that moment. I wonder, which one would you rather be? Insisting you're human. Interesting. I like that. Your confidence. It's definitely an attractive trait. Well, if I'm being honest, there's a lot of traits of yours that are attractive. From the fact that you've humored me for all this time, to the fact that you seem to be some kind of paragon of understanding, you really do know how to make me feel like I'm talking with somebody special. Hey, let's not rush into things, but is there anything I could do for you? If you're my biggest fan, that's just fine too. I mean, come on. I don't have anyone else. I used to have more people. Then things happened. At the end of the day, standing at the top of a mound of corpses doesn't exactly excite me. Not like holding someone warm and very much alive. I'm sick of it. Seeing good people and curses tossed asunder, made into this big pile of emptiness. Whether it's one killing the other, or both of them killing each other, it just ends up in this big wasted sorrow pile. If I become a curse, I want to be a good one. Well, not like they'd let me. I know they purify us for our own good, but part of me wants to go on. Part of me sees the draw of going on. And I've seen that curses aren't all bad. They'd say I'm losing my way. But I'd say I'm gathering my semblance of sanity and making something of myself. Well, you could say I'm proud of myself. That's not the issue. But I feel like all my efforts are going towards fueling a war I don't want to participate in. I'm as much a pawn as I am the one in control. I feel like my fate's been tampered with somehow. Like through fighting all these curses, I realized humans are their own form of curse. Maybe I'm turning into the next Sukuna. You better be scared, real scared. Except you might be a curse as well, or a human, or both. You never know what's what. And even if I become the new Curse King, it doesn't make me a bad person. Just because I'm a curse, or a human. That's not the full story. I want to prove that line isn't set in the sand. That it's not complete. That there's more to it than that. And I'm more than well aware of how insane it must sound, even to someone like you. And even if that's the case, I can't exactly give up halfway, can I? It would completely deny my bad boy image and my mysterious charm. I can't just let everyone else have all the fun. Where's the fun in that? If I'm gonna go to war, I want it to mean something. If I'm gonna hurt someone, I want it to be for a cause that saves someone. Maybe it's all wishful thinking, and maybe I'm out of line. No, I definitely am. But since when have I ever been in it? That's my point. You know all this. I've been considering to myself what I should really be doing. And I think I came up with something new and exciting. If it's right or wrong, I can't say, but when I look in your eyes, I get a good feeling, so we'll say it's good, just between you and me. Now, I was thinking, every day after work, I come home and we discuss our plan on how we're going to take over the world and do it better than everyone else. Sound too ambitious? Yeah, I thought so. Maybe when I get home instead, we'll watch Netflix and catch a bunch of movies, Christmas movies, cry our eyes out at some dramas, and cuddle a whole bunch, like right now. You fit perfectly in my arms, and now that you've seen my eyes, I'm afraid you're charmed beyond belief, and there's no stopping me from making you mine. What are you going to do? This big bad evil, that is me, has the evil eyes on you, and the eviler hands which will cuddle you tight. Dun dun dun. Just look at you. You are full of energy, aren't you? And it makes me energized too. I haven't had this much fun since forever. My life has always been this business, business, business. Family, family, family. Kill, kill, kill. And now it's becoming something that I actually want it to be, and you're becoming a bigger and bigger part of it. It was a good morning, indeed. Damn, Usagi-chan. You really know how to get to a guy. And, of course, make him feel something for you. Maybe you're some kind of demon of desire. And if you are, I gladly accept you as my humbly betrothed. And if that makes me a bad person, then I guess I'll be the overlord. What? Clearly you haven't played enough mobile games. I'll show you my favorite ones. Maybe get you some gacha to go spend. We'll see if we can get you D-Luke. I don't know. Maybe you could. Or maybe you'll get lucky and get chilled. No, not cold. Never mind. Oh? Yeah, there's a bunch to choose from. I'm sure you'll find someone you like. And I'll play with you as your buddy in crime. What? Partner in crime sounds too far along. And besides, I want to take my time with this. With you, with us. I don't want it to just be boring, nonsensical. I mean, come on. I could do a lot of things, but none of them would matter if they didn't have your heart in it, too. I have a big dream. Want to hear it? It's you in my arms right now, cuddling. Well, it wasn't just that. I admit it. I changed my answer. Sometimes I do. Gotta remain mysterious, though. I mean, come on. What would I be if not being a mystery? I have a feeling you're gonna unravel me from that. Even if you do, what of it? You won't get the end of it. Trust me. Because I don't even know myself that well. So, naturally speaking, you probably won't get to know me that quick. Oh? Usagi-chan, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're getting a little more cocky. Good. You might need that confidence someday. Maybe to put me in my place. Maybe to save yourself. Save someone who matters to you. Hell, maybe someday when the world turns against us for our forbidden love, you'll be the one that saves me from feeling empty. Maybe you'll be the one that saves me from my own inner demons, and everyone will see the truth, that the world isn't nearly black and white, it's more like rouge and red and some weird shade of blue. Well, it depends on the mood, but I like fiery red, and maybe just that fluffy color right there. That nice color of those ears of yours. Yeah, they contrast you just a bit. But I think they suit you all the same, Usagi-chan. Should I correct that too, my Usagi-chan? Too soon? Yeah, didn't think so.